Hi all, in the previous sessions you have seen how to create a class and how do we declare object and how to get access to the public variables and functions. Suppose if you are not familiarized with this topic, please go through my previous videos and I will provide the link in the description box. In this session, we will discuss how to get access to the private variables to creating a public function. I will make it more clear in the coding session. So let's move to the coding session. In this session, I will tell you how to get access to the private variables outside the class. So I have created this class for patient data information processing. As you know, it is a dummy class. So I have put some of the variables under public. So you can see here, and some of the variables are under private labels. So I have put the patient name, age, sex, and suppose if it is a tumor patient, the grade of the tumor under private label. So now the question is, how can we get access to this private variable outside the class? So there are two methods through public function so that we can make the private members make available, and another method is to create a friend function. So first of all, I will tell you how it is possible through public function creation. Variable that I am supposed to call outside the class. Maybe we can initialize these variable at the time of declaration. For example, John, and age is an integer number. 55 is male. Then grade of the tumor. If he's a tumor patient, we can put the tumor grade, or else we can put it empty. Nil. Is we have initialized this variable with name, age, sex, etc. We'll very easily write a public function. Going to take the name of the patient out of this class. So the type of this variable is string. So put string. Then I can give any name, but I am putting a user-friendly name like get underscore name, and the argument I'm not supposed to give any argument, so I put it empty. Then inside is curly bracer, we can write the return function. Return, what we are going to return, we are returning the name function so that you can see the result in the console. Have completed the function declaration and definition inside the class. So function, we can create a object of this class to get this new function. Suppose if you are not familiarized with the how to create a class and how to make an object, previous videos. To this object, a new function, and to get inside this function inside the class, also put a breakpoint in the line number 67. I mean press F10 to move inside this getName function. Okay, now this cursor is here, you can see function, this private variable is available in the console. The private variable is printed. So this is how the private variable is accessed through a public function. You can also get access to the other private variables like age, sex, and tumor gradient. Now let's consider the second scenario. Name, age, sex, and other details are not predefined, and the user need to modify them for different scenarios or for different patients. We should first create a set of function to assign values to this variable based on the user input. Additionally, we need to get a function to retrieve these values from outside the class when needed. To write a set of function, or it make a user-friendly name for the function, set patient info. Then inside the arguments, we are actually passing the values that we are supposed to set. So name of the patient, So first write the type name, then patient name, then age of the patient, type the function, type name, then patient age, then sex of the patient. Okay, that also a string. See, open a curly bracer. Inside the bracket, we can set the values. We can set the values. So name is actually p underscore name that we are going to pass. I will show you how it is possible. Then age is actually age equal to age. Actually, what we are trying is we are assigning name, age, and other details with the values that we are supposed to pass through the argument of the function. Completed the set of function definition. Define the values as argument to the function. So, and inside the function, we assign these values to our class internal variables. All the setter to update the patient details. I will show you in the main function. Dynamically set based on the user input, making it flexible for different scenarios. Okay, let's move to the main function and I will show you how to set the user defined values. Okay, first create an object and through this object we can call this set function, set patient info. Inside the argument you can pass the user friendly, user defined value. The order in which we have passed the values. So in the function, the first one is name and the second argument is age and third one is sex and so on. So please make it sure while calling this function, please keep this order, otherwise it will make error. Okay, and while calling this function, no need to write the type name, you can simply pass the variable and argument. Okay, age is the second argument and the third one is sex and the fourth one is tumor grade. So please make sure the order of the arguments that we are passing inside the function. 55, then sex male, grade is nil, there is no tumor detected. Now we have set this user defined values. Put the breakpoint here. To get inside the set patient info, also put a breakpoint here. Okay. Press this icon into the set patient info. F turn values. Values. We can make another function to get these private variables outside the class. So suppose if I am taking the name of the patient outside the class, get name. So inside the curly bracer, return name. Also you can print this name in the console, so put a print function. And make sure call this function in the main also. Get name. Running the function, you can see the printed value in the console. So we will get the user defined values to a public function with other variables like this. So I will show you the age of the patient. So first type the type name int get age, age in the console. So put this syntax here. Remember to call this function in the main. get age. Okay, so let's see what is the output. Now we can see both the name and age, both are private variables in the console. All this outside the class. Okay, now we have seen how to get access to the private variables to a public function. In the coming section, I will tell you how it is possible to a friend function. So please stay tuned on.